Namaskar, welcome to all the viewers. Good morning to all. आज का मुकाबला मिजोरम वर्सेस हिमाचल प्रदेश के मध्य 51 मैचेस 51वां ये मैच इस प्रतियोगिता का स्वामी विवेकानंद अंडर 20 मेंस नेशनल फुटबॉल चैंपियनशिप 2025 का 51वां मैच आरकेएम आश्रम नारायणपुर पर खेला जा रहा है। मिजोरम टीम रेड कलर की जर्सी पहनकर आज इस मुकाबले में उतरी है, वहीं हिमाचल प्रदेश व्हाइट कलर की जर्सी पहनकर हिमाचल प्रदेश की प्लेइंग 11 की अगर बात की जाए तो फर्स्ट नंबर जर्सी सक्षम ठाकुर, सेकंड राजवीर राठौर, थर्ड कार्तिक ठाकुर, फोर्थ समित शर्मा, फिफ्थ ऋतिक जो कि इस टीम के कैप्टन हैं, सेवंथ आदित्य सिंधी, एट्थ नमन जायसवाल, नाइन्थ आर्यन ठाकुर, 10th क्रिश चौहान, 12 रोहित भाटिया और 20 नंबर जर्सी अभय गोलकीपर के रूप में यहाँ पर अपनी सेवाएं देते हुए लगातार अच्छा गेम का प्रदर्शन करती हुई दोनों ही टीमें 9 मिनट का लगभग ये मुकाबला हो चुका है और इस मुकाबले में दोनों ही टीमें एक दूसरे पर भारी दिखती हुई मिजोरम टीम वर्सेस हिमाचल प्रदेश के मध्य मुकाबला खेला जा रहा है। यहाँ पर एक मौका बन सकता है मिजोरम टीम के लिए। कॉर्नर लिया गया लॉन्ग शॉट, लेकिन अच्छा क्लियरेंस यहाँ पर डिफेंडर द्वारा। राइट विंग की तरफ से आगे की तरफ कोशिश की थी निकालने की, लेकिन वहां से लेफ्ट विंग से मिजोरम टीम अच्छा पास करती हुई। लेकिन डिफेंस लाइन की अगर बात की जाए हिमाचल प्रदेश की तो काफ़ी सराहनीय प्रदर्शन अभी तक अटैक करने की कोशिश की है मिजोरम ने लगातार इस मुकाबले में अभी तक स्टार्टिंग से। जानते हैं मिजोरम टीम का गेम अटैकिंग खेलते हैं और कोशिश रहेगी यहाँ से कि जितना हमें टीम को गोल खाने से रोक पाए, क्योंकि मौके ज़रूर मिलेंगे। और यहाँ पर मौका बन सकता था, अच्छा यहाँ पर शॉट लिया था, लेकिन अच्छा क्लियरेंस डिफेंडर द्वारा। फिर से यही बात हम लगातार करते आ रहे हैं। डिफेंस लाइन की बात करें हिमाचल प्रदेश की तो काफ़ी सराहनीय प्रदर्शन। कोशिश यही रहेगी कि मिजोरम टीम को जितना चांस कम दें, चांसलेस गेम खेलने की आवश्यकता इस मुकाबले में। काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट मुकाबला दोनों ही टीमों के लिए, काफ़ी बड़ा मुकाबला है आज का। इस प्रतियोगिता का फाइनल 28 मई को खेला जाएगा। ग्रैंड फिनाले 3 टीमें अभी तक सेमीफाइनल में प्रवेश कर चुकी है। 4th फेज यहाँ पर चलता हुआ, इसमें कई बड़ी से बड़ी टीमें। और यहाँ पर कोशिश, ये गोल हो सकता था, काफ़ी बड़ा चांस, लेकिन फिर से मिस किया। बहुत ही क्रूशल हो सकता था ये मिजोरम टीम के लिए। हिमाचल प्रदेश की टीम अच्छा डिफेंस जरूर करे, लेकिन ये बहुत अच्छा मौका था यहाँ पर एक गोल की बढ़त बनाने का मिजोरम टीम के पास। इस बार लॉन्ग शॉट लिया। लगातार दोनों टीमें एक दूसरे को गोल करने से रोकती हुई इस बार जर्सी नंबर 7 कोशिश कर रहे थे 1v3 का, लेकिन वहां आउटसाइड करा दिया गया। जर्सी नंबर 17 स्विंग करते हुए एक अच्छा मौका हो सकता है जर्सी नंबर 7 के पास से इस मौके को गोल में कन्वर्ट करने का, क्योंकि वो इस बार चांस को मिस किया।
A very good morning to all the viewers who have tuned in. Apologies for not being able to put voice to the pictures being broadcasted to you live here. It's been a pulsating start to the game so far. Mizoram up against Himachal Pradesh. In 25 minutes, 26 minutes rather, have been played out. Deadlock is yet to be broken. Meghalaya Sports Authority of India, Delhi. The three teams who have made it through to the semi-finals. Now, who's it going to be? Floats in towards the back post. Just wide. Comes Mizoram once again. And taken away. Back with Mizoram. Tries a shot from a distance. Outnumbered in the center of the park. Here they march forward once again. Number 5. And driving forward. He's got a couple of options inside the box and got the clearance just in the nick of time. And tries to pick out a pass inside the box. Had the presence of 2 red shirts in there. And still Mizoram. Does well to get it away from the first. And another interference. It's a barrage of attacks from the boys in red. Lobs it inside. Had the opportunity to take on the first attempt. There's Himachal now on the other side of the pitch pretty swiftly. The goalkeeper is committed off his lines. They had a decision to make, the ref. There's a long wait here. He's going towards the linesman for a quick word. Well, Abdul Mazid has reached out to his pocket, and there comes a big decision. The goalkeeper has been sent off. Joel Ramchandra had to clear. Doesn't get the timing right, and that was enough. Didn't pick up the first time. Has had to go back to his deputy. And there you have the drive coming in from Himachal Pradesh from the right. Now the big question is, was that inside the box or just outside where the contact was made is a big question. There you have it. It's a clear contact. I'm still contemplating, still trying to have a word. And it's a huge setback considering the context of the game. Now, who's going to take the position in between the sticks?
31 minutes.
32 minutes have been ticked off.
The free kick got scored. The
deadlock yet to be broken. Being reduced to 10 men now.
the Himachal Pradesh just got the free kick back.
What I'm hearing from the ground announcer is they've taken out Remuana. And that has made space for Gabriel Rothfehler to take the position of the goalkeeper. Looks like it's Aditya who's standing behind this one. Is it going to be Aditya or is it going to be an in-swinger coming in from the left? Leaves it for Aditya. Goes through with a shot and straight into the wall. And still got about 12 minutes left. And 13 minutes rather, plus the stoppages. It's an ample amount of time now for Himachal Pradesh, considering Mizoram are down to 10 men. Back with Mizoram. It's ready. Rimplonga. Here's number 14 with a straight down pass towards the left and gets it back. And playing a high line. No waiting the monotony, going in through towards the right. There's a delightful ball to find. Number 7 inside the box, leaves it for number 5. And out comes Himachal. He's been stopped in his tracks there. Not being allowed to move forward, still with Himachal. Swatlanga goes down. Nothing says the ref. Miss Mizoram once again. We've seen the attacking prowess of Mizoram. Every time they have got the ball, they've been able to penetrate that back line of Himachal Pradesh with utmost ease. It's been all about that finishing touch. Oh my word. He had to strike it first time on the turn. Doesn't quite get the connection right. For those of you who are joining in for the first time, this is match number 51, coming to you live from the RKM Ashrama ground. In the 4th spot, that's the Himachal Pradesh lineup. Freddy Lal, Zwan Punia, and Joe Lalram, Michael Lal, Lal Retlonga, Misak, Lal Don Zwala, Nurthan Muawia, Malsum Luanga, Joel Lornram, the skipper, Lalrem Moana, Saksham Thakur, Rajiv Thakur, Karthik Thakur, Samrit Sharma, Ritik for Himachal, Aditya Sindhi, Naman Jaswal, Aryan Thakur, Krish Chauhan, Rohit Bhatia, and Abhay in between the sticks. And that's the Himachal. And Mizoram, pretty solid as always, but they are down to 10 men. Back from the drinks break, an opportunity for both the head coaches to have in a quick word. It's a great opportunity for Himachal to try and put some pressure on Mizoram. But we haven't seen that kind of attack in the last 10-12 minutes coming in from Himachal. We have to do all the defensive jobs so far. Long ball. Again, Mizoram ascertaining that dominance, winning the possession. Number 10 again drops in deep to try and create something. And then again, Mizoram. And this time from the left and trying to pick out a pass. And plays pretty close to receiving that option. Here's Mizoram once again, lofts it inside. And the good thing from Himachal Pradesh perspective is they haven't conceded. Another patient build up. He scans for the options, goes for a long ball, spilled over. Oh my word! There's still a chance now. But somehow Taz stayed out and he grabs that one eventually. Might have had his heart in his mouth there. Abhay. And the first one was an absolute hauler. It lobbed in the air and somehow it came out of his hand, and that was the opportunity for Mizoram to try and wriggle it past the line and into the back of the net, but it didn't happen. And still got 6 minutes left in the normal time, plus the stoppages. We haven't seen one clear-cut attack from Himachal Pradesh so far in the last 15-17 minutes. Can they try and change that? Here's Mizoram once again marching forward with absolute purpose. And this time again, utilizing that left flank and squares it up. We've got a couple of red shirts waiting inside the box, picked out by Himachal. Can they try and bring it towards the other side of the pitch? This is Himachal Pradesh. And spreads that defense. Naditya couldn't quite get to the end of it. An easy clearance in the end. Hurls it out of the play for a throw-in. 5 minutes left for the first half whistle. The action is going to get pretty interesting as we go deeper into the contest. And it's a battle for a berth in the knockouts. Three teams have already made it through. There's Mizoram. They're backtracking. We've got two options in front. He spreads it towards the left. Goalkeeper is out of his line. Chips it. Oh, just over the crossbar. Another opportunity. Whenever they have moved the ball up the pitch, they have looked absolutely marvelous, the boys in red. Michael Lalbiak Sanga. Man playing from the left side. And tries to pick out a pass. Good control. and had the defensive line right in front of him. It's been a very good game played with really high intensity. The Mizoram have been able to dominate this first half, especially from their attacking prowess. But Himachal Pradesh still has that man advantage. And the goalkeeper was shown the marching orders at the 30th minute mark. Done brilliantly since then. I haven't seen clear-cut opportunity or any attacking threat coming in from the boys in white. Goes full 360 and still maintains a possession. And again, that composure on the ball from Mizoram has been absolutely sublime. That decision making. This time utilizing the right channel. Gets into the shooting space, goes for the shot. Oh my word! He strikes that one ferociously and has broken the deadlock. Joel has got the first one for Mizoram. They've been reduced to 10 men, but that doesn't matter. Jersey number 5, Joel Laram Mavia gets on the score sheet. That was a brilliant strike from way out to the left of the goalkeeper. Now then, will we have a repost from Himachal Pradesh? And there you have it. It's played into a bit of a space there. Referee gets away and strikes perfectly into the bottom corner. 1-0 Mizoram. Himachal Pradesh, you have to make sure they compose themselves now. We haven't seen that intensity from them. They've been doing all the defensive job. We haven't seen that proper link up between that back line, midfield, and those playing up the pitch. And out comes a yellow card for that challenge. And Ritik, the captain, getting booked by the ref. 3 minutes have been added on as stoppages. Having reduced to 10 men considering the circumstances, they have been absolutely top-notch. Mizoram right through the first half. We enjoyed a lot of the ball. We've been playing with real intensity. We've shown that hunger. Attacking-wise, they've been absolutely marvelous. And spreads it towards the left. And was well spotted by Himachal Pradesh to knock it all the way. Monpuya. Lalram Luanga goes down, and another free kick for Mizoram. And got about 90 seconds to see through. Much do they have the response in the first set of 45? More of a hope than conviction. Deciding to find a target from way out. Here's Karthik. Again, we've got the eventual target in Aryan Thakur. Looks like he's got one on his head. It was more of a collision coming from behind Zwan Puya. To all the viewers who are tuning in, coming to you live from the RKM Ashrama ground, match number 51. It's for a berth in the semi-finals. Meghalaya, SAI, Delhi have made it through. And the Swami Vivekananda Under-20 Men's National Championship. And at the moment, Mizoram are looking favourites. But it's a long way to go. Another set of 45. Himachal Pradesh with the man advantage. Then for that to happen, they'll have to try and turn out, play with some real intensity, some hunger. Nice back on the back of number 4 for Mizoram. Looks like he's fine now and ready to go. They haven't been bogged down after being reduced to 10 as well, especially the way they have moved the ball, the distribution from the back line to try and pick out the passes and spread it towards the flanks. The channels have been utilized brilliantly. They've been able to get those crosses in and try and get the ball inside the box, put that pressure on the defensive back of Himachal Pradesh. Goalkeeper has been tested out on several occasions and have been rightly rewarded. That is the kind of intensity they'll have to maintain in the next set of 45 as well. And there you go again. Keeping the possession, trying to be patient. Again, scoops it. Might have had his heart in his mouth there once again. Has been guilty of there comes the first time, the first half whistle. So that's the halftime scoreline. 1-0 to Mizoram. They were reduced to 10 minutes, 31st minute mark, and since then on, they've enjoyed lion's share of possession. And when the moment arrived, it was number 5, Joel, who managed to break the deadlock from outside the box. We should be back in about a few minutes for what's going to be a pulsating second half coming your way. Do stay with us. Welcome back to all the viewers who are tuning in, who have joined in, who stayed with us right through the first half. Match number 51 between Mizoram and Himachal Pradesh. Another moment, Mizoram have got their noses in front. It's a slender lead, but they've been pretty clinical. They've enjoyed a lot of the ball. They've made those runs. They've shown their attacking prowess. Himachal Pradesh have the man advantage going into the second half. Can they try and be swift with their repost? Is a big question. I haven't seen a clear-cut chance created in the entirety of the last quarter from Himachal. And on the flip side, Mizoram, and every time they've moved the ball up the pitch, they have been an attacking threat. All set for the start of the second set of 45. To all the viewers who are joining in, this is for the Swami Vivekananda Under-20 Men's National Football Championship. And it's for a spot in the semi-finals. 3 teams have made their way through. Meghalaya, SAI, Delhi. 1 spot vacant. Is this going to be Mizoram or is it going to be Himachal? And all those questions will be answered after the end of the 45 minutes here. And off we go for the start of the second half. Mizoram going from right to left on your screens. And one thing they've surely lacked in the first half, Himachal is not keeping the ball. They've failed to string passes together. They've had to sit back in their defensive third and haven't been allowed to move forward. An early press. And again, losing out the ball in the final third. Here comes Mizoram once again marching forward. Delightful ball. Takes it and that has wriggled past into the back of the net. And what a start to the second half for Mizoram. A comedy of errors in the back line. And it was all down to the loss of possession in the final third. They've got the ball inside the box and have got the shot away. And somehow it beats the goalkeeper. And Mizoram have managed to double up the lead in the first minute after the restart. It's a huge task from here on. Confirmation of the goal scorer, jersey number 11, Misak. There you have a look at it. Made that inward run and then as soft as you like. And something's got to change here for Himachal. It's clearly not working out. They've got to stay strong on the ball. They've been eased off, rather robbed off the ball on multiple occasions. And then again, nicked away. Draws in a tackle. They go up in arms. I'm not quite sure if a free kick has been given. Looks like it has been. He's got some very big decisions to make, the ref, Abdul Majid Chaudhry. Leading the refereeing contingent for this fixture has got Prem Narzari, Sadiq Ali, and Fahad Yusuf, who are the part of the refereeing contingent. Joel, the man behind this one, the first of the 2 goal scorers for Mizoram. Here goes Joel. Lobs it inside. The keeper was off his line and makes the contact. And still Mizoram eventually loses out on the ball. It has been pulled back, and it's going to be another free kick. And again, a question about that intensity, that hunger to win the possession, to win the ball back as soon as they lose out. It's pretty evident from the boys in red. Michael Lalbiak Sanga. Lifts it inside. He wasn't far away. He hasn't been able to latch onto the ball quite convincingly enough. He's made a couple of mistakes in the first half as well. Got away with one. Trying to play out from the back again. Samrit takes a couple of steps, launches that one in the air. Aryan Thakur was the eventual target. And hasn't received any service. Aryan Thakur. There's Aditya, there's Aryan, there's Krish Chauhan. That link up has been missing right throughout. And something's got to give, something's got to change from the way they have strategized. And for that to happen, we've got to keep the possession and stitching a few passes together. Here's Mizoram, pretty confident, pretty assured. He's in the driver's seat. Again, another swift movement. Has got an option open towards his left. And picks out a pass. One-on-one in that corner. Trying to take on the full back. Sends him the other way. Here they come once again. Gets it inside. Here's Joel. Takes a touch. Marches forward. Lifts it over. Number 3 for Mizoram. They're taking this game far and far away from Himachal's reach. Joel gets a brace. And Mizoram have got their third. What a morning this is turning out to be for the boys in red. Absolutely marvelous. Winning the ball back and driving forward into that heart of that back line. And all started from here, not being able to get that clearance. And sheer persistence to keep going. A couple of steps. Sure, he didn't have enough space to take a strike at the target, but he did eventually. And have got absolute dividends for that one. Goes full 360. That is something they've been able to do quite convincingly and quite confidently. And Swan Longa has been operating from the left channel. Has had a free ride so far. Here's Joel. He plays into the stride of number 7, Michael. And still Michael. And takes a touch. They've doubled up towards the left. Sam Luanga does brilliantly to find Michael again, who marches forward. And still Michael. And goes down on the ground. And what's the decision is a question. The whistle was up straight away. Oh, it's been pointed to the spot. Didn't get the frame of the ref while he was making that decision. It's been given as a penalty. There was no reaction whatsoever from Mizoram. Pretty nonchalant. And it's going to be Joel behinding this one. Pradeep Kumar. Here goes Joel. Oh, that's gone in! A brilliant hat-trick for number 5. Joel gets his third, and Mizoram have this game well and truly under their kitty now. They've been taken to absolute cleaners. 3 goals in a space of about 7 minutes for Mizoram. And the morning has just got worse and worse from Himachal Pradesh's perspective. And Cool as you like picks up a spot. And it's going to be a miracle from here for Himachal Pradesh to try and find something. Let alone a goal. I haven't been able to find proper touches inside the opponent half. And again, pretty comfortable on the ball, pretty confident. The way they've controlled it, the way they have moved it forward. And they haven't allowed any white shirt to come in front. They've been pretty precise with their decision making. Another fluent move developing from the right. This is absolute poetry in motion. There goes the side netting. That was a brilliant move, magnificent to watch. From way too deep, swift one-touch football. And the coordination has been absolutely top-notch as well. And Joel has been the main architect of this victory, provided they get there. Still got a lot of time from Himachal Pradesh's perspective. They haven't been at their best so far. For those of you who are tuning in, this is match number 51 for a spot in the semi-finals between Mizoram and Himachal Pradesh. This goal scored in the first half and 3 in a span of about 7 minutes after the start of the second. And despite being reduced to 10 men in the first 30 minutes, Mizoram just never looked like they've been a man down for almost 34 minutes. You've got the job done. It's all about game management from Mizoram's point of view. And change coming up for Himachal Pradesh. Rajiv Thakur was being kept out by the goalkeeper amidst all the action, amidst the substitution. There was another strike towards the target. And Devkant Kumar is in place of Rajveer Rathore, beg your pardon. Those of you who are tuning in late, this is the Swami Vivekananda Under-20 Men's National Championship 2024-25 season, coming to you live from Narayanpur in Chhattisgarh. This is for a place in the semi-finals of the competition. And 3 teams have made it through. And it's been one-way traffic. Mizoram scored a goal in the first half, then 3 in space of about 7 minutes. A brilliant hat-trick for Joel. Still waiting for a response from Himachal Pradesh. They've kept the boys in wide at an arm's length. Here's Himachal. Manages to keep it out now. Every time the ball has been made play towards the flanks, they've been able to take on the fullbacks and have been able to cross that quite effectively. It's been a hallmark of how they have approached the game. And on the flip side, we haven't seen anything in return, anything in response. Enjoyed a lot of the ball quite clearly. And there you have it. Drops in deep, picks out a pass. There's no closing down. And again, they find themselves into the spots from where they can clearly affect the game. Here's Swam Luanga, finds Joel once again, who takes a shot. Number 4 for Joel, and it's been a 5-star performance for Mizoram. They go 5-0 up at an hour mark in this game. What a performance this is. Yes, that's right. Joel Lalrameng Mavia, who has his 4th. And again, quite similar to the way he scored his previous one, or rather the second one. Losing count of the number of goals he's scored so far. The edge of the box, picks out a spot, this time towards the right of the goalkeeper. Four goals for Joel. Here's Mizoram. Absolute cruise control in this game now. Here's number 11, and taking on the fullback once again. And knocks it out. Has that gone behind? Has that taken a deflection and straight through? It looks like it has come off a red shirt in the end. The ease with which they win the ball back, that has been commendable. And again, has an option. The midfielder drops in deep to try and provide another passing option. In possession, and the back four becomes back to with the fingers pushing in forward. Zwanpuya, Joel, and 2v1 in the center of the park. finds Dwangzwala. Here's Michael. Michael for Zwanpuya. I'm still looking for those adjustments. Here's Dwangzwala, still Dwangzwala, and shifts it towards Swamluanga, who gets the cross in. And looks like that had gone behind for a goal kick. Again, they've been allowed a lot of time and space on the ball. Mizoram. I haven't seen 3 or 4 passes being put together by Himachal Pradesh in this game. Here's Michael again. Finds Swamluanga, who gets it inside the box, wears it up, takes it from outside, and number 6. Oh my word, what is this game turning out to be for Mizoram? Scoring goals for almost fun now. That one flew. You could only stand and admire that effort. And again, that flank opened up. Swamluanga finding a bit of a space to work with. And fullbacks in this game, tell you what, have been taken for absolute cleaners. They've allowed those crosses to fly in. Here's Michael. And back with Michael. Been allowed to play it freely. Haven't been under any sort of pressure. Here's Swamluanga has got Joel towards his left, interchanges the possession. 2v2 in that corner. Joel crammed up for room and have managed to clear that momentarily. I haven't seen one clear-cut opportunity created by Himachal. Apologies for calling that 6th goal out. Had gone side netting and wasn't quite clear from the angle where I was calling that goal from. Oh, that was a glorious opportunity. It looked like that ball had gone in for number 6. Wasn't the case to be. Apologies on that call. The scoreline remains 5-0 in favor of Mizoram. Still a pretty substantial and a very healthy lead with about 24 minutes rather, to be played out. Here comes Mizoram once again. He's got options inside the box. And an interference just in the nick of time. And still Mizoram. And swept it in, but finds a white shirt. And again, the point that I was trying to make a few minutes back. We haven't seen a string of passes from Himachal's perspective. They've lost on the ball every time they've won the possession back. They've struggled to keep the game moving. They've struggled to come into the final third, or into their attacking third rather. They'll have to score right here, right now, to try and hope for something to happen. It's a huge gulf in between themselves and the victory at the moment, because Mizoram have taken this game far and far away from their reach. Here they come once again. A couple of crisp passes, they're through. A throw in for Himachal. As expected, long ball inside and kept out. Another deep throw taken, cleared out by Joel. Patches that one easily. Still got 20 minutes left in the normal time, plus whatever the fourth official decides to add on. And it's going to be a long, long morning for Himachal Pradesh. Been taken to absolute cleaners in this fixture. Again, come marching forward. Switches the play and finds an option towards the right. And slides for it, doesn't get the ball. Dancing into the box and out of it. Here's Michael. Shifts it towards the left channel. Intercepted and cleared out quite comfortably. Here's Michael. They haven't been closed down. They've been allowed to pick out a pass of their liking. On the flip side, nothing much in response. Here's Swam Luanga, 1-1 with the fullback once again. And Simrid and trying to stop him. But still Swam Luanga. Oh, hits the crossbar. It was there for the taking. And that could have been so easily their number 6. Apologies for the inconvenience. We're back live once again, with the game firmly and well and truly in Mizoram's bag. 6 goals to the good, and we are 15 minutes away from the final whistle. Here's Himachal trying their best. Mizoram flex their muscle right from the get-go. Have shown their strength, their class, and have taken Himachal for absolute cleaners. Here's they come once again. That's, beg your pardon, that's the replay of the 6th one. Gurthan Mavia adding one more to the tally. Another long ball towards the left channel. He's got one red shirt waiting inside the box. Takes the shot himself and skipped out by the goalkeeper. And still tracks back to try and win the ball back. Somluanga finds Joel right in the center of the park, where Joel gets dispossessed. Here's Himachal. A couple of passes and they have to go back. And scans for a better option there towards the far left. And again, Mizoram wins the ball back with sheer precision, utmost ease, and marches forward. And this time, utilizing the right channel, gets across and takes the deflection and goes behind. Now, has that come off a red shirt? It looks like it has come. Not quite sure if it's a corner that's given, but a couple of changes. A double sub for both the sides. For Himachal, Satyarath is going to come on. John Lalrin Wama for Mizoram, as well as Stephen. And some fresh legs added. I want to make sure they try and give as many minutes as possible towards the players sitting out on the bench. We've got the job done, got the game in there, Kitty. It's all about giving opportunities for the players who have started out as subs. Floats it in and goes towards the other side. Looks like it has come off a white shirt. It's going to be another corner from the other side with 11 minutes to go. It's a thumping performance from Mizoram's perspective. 10 men scoring 6 goals and keeping your opponents at an arm's distance is some statement they would send out. And number 7, they are on cloud 7 with this sort of performance. Easy as you like. We'll get the confirmation on the goal scorer in a bit. Looks like it's number 6 who's managed to get behind that one. And that was tucked in brilliantly. It's just come on. His first involvement in the game, and that has resulted in a goal. What an introduction. Again, corner kept short. Worked out beautifully. And gets to the end of it and dispatches with absolute disdain. It was played onside there. John Lalrin Wama, he came on seconds ago and finds himself a goal. And 10 minutes to go for Himachal. It's a long 10 minutes out for them. And let's talk about the utilization of the flanks or keeping it direct everywhere on the pitch. And they have been second to none, the boys in red. The way they have stuck to their strategies, stuck to their game plan. And the movement has been absolutely sublime. The ball distribution, trying to pick out the right passes. The crosses have been pretty instrumental. They've taken on the fullbacks every time they've got the opportunity, have spread the ball into those corners, and then the finishing has been second to none. Haven't seen a chance being quashed or wandered away. And every time they have struck the ball, they have meant absolute business. And it's been looked at by the physio. Lolin Kima called into the action for his expertise on number 14, Dongzwala. And Dantes is going to come on, and he replaces Michael. Is that a fantastic game? And his ball distribution has been absolutely marvelous. He's ran the show in the center of the park, along with Michael, along with Joel, beg your pardon. And it's all about game management and try and see out those 8 minutes. But the way they have played this game, I'm pretty sure they'll be going for a couple more goals here. Mizoram. Like he's been doing right throughout the morning. And drops in deep to try and create another passing channel. Joel drops in deep and picks out a pass and pushes forward. And done with absolute ease. Here's number 11. Gets himself into a decent position for the cross inside the box and trickled away by a white shirt for another corner. Misak, the man who was making that drive inside. It was all about getting another cross in and create another chance for one of those red shirts waiting for Mizoram inside the box to pull the trigger. It goes down on the ground and the ref has pointed to the spot once again. It's a second penalty in the second half. It hasn't been an easy morning for Himachal Pradesh. It's going from bad to worse and even more with every passing minute. Stephen Gurshan Mavia against Abhay. For the 8th goal in the game. What a performance. Dwangzwala is down once again. Allows a bit of a breather and a time for drinks. And this time seems to be a bit more serious than an injury before. He's been called for a stretcher there. And has to be carried off the pitch. We've still got 4 minutes left in the normal time. Not a happy sight to be carried out in that fashion. I hope he recovers soon and gets back into the action pretty swiftly. It's the end of the game for now for Dwangzwala. Right, the action shifts towards this penalty. And Stephen the man. Abhay, who's had a torrid time. And there goes Stephen. And does with absolute ease. Brilliantly done. Was a picture of concentration before he struck that. The goalkeeper unmoved. And picks out a spot and puts his name against the number. Number 8 for Mizoram. Stephen gets himself added to the score sheet. It's been a spotless, a flawless performance by the boys in red. Beautifully controlled penalty. Yes, Joel. In the last couple of minutes. Yes, Joel. And trying to link up. Van Lal. And left it 1-on-1 with the centre back. And Stephen. Into the final minute of the normal time. Mizoram. And still retaining the possession. Still not giving any sniff for Mizoram. For Himachal, beg your pardon. Swamlonga. Back with Swamlonga. Done. 5 minutes have been added on as stoppages. It's going to be long 5 minutes from Himachal's perspective. And can they get that consolation goal in the game? Here they come, marching forward from the left. Something promising. And shifts it towards the right. And again, not giving him anything behind that one, but that has been given as a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Himachal. And something to enjoy. Can they try and keep this one on target? Get something on the way back. Is it going to be Karthik Thakur who stands behind this one? There's Rohit, there's Karthik. So we've got 3 minutes after this. Himachal. We want to make sure they get something on their way back, get a goal. And strikes it, it goes well over. Couldn't quite give the direction to this one. For all the viewers who are tuning in late, this is the Swami Vivekananda Under-20 National Championship, match number 51. It's a battle for a place in the semi-finals. 3 teams have already made their way through. Meghalaya, SAI, Delhi. It was between these two to find themselves a spot. Mizoram will be through to the next stage of the competition. Here's Joel. He scored a brilliant hat-trick. He scored 4 goals in this game. His performance has been unmatched alongside Michael. And trying to nick it away from Joel, who does well. Pretty composed, pretty confident on the ball right throughout the 90 minutes. Mizoram. Again, that off-the-ball movement. The ability to find themselves into those positions from where they can collect that ball and be effective moving it forward. Somswala goes back towards Freddie. And Freddie finds Van Laal, who's played it down the line towards the far left, but couldn't quite keep that ball in. Into the final minute of the stoppages. Dying embers of the game. Traces of the foot here. Here's Mizoram. Moves it forward. Van Laal goes and finds Stephen. But the ball is rolled out for a throw-in. Or rather, it's a free kick that is being given. So there comes the full-time whistle. It has been one dominant performance by Mizoram. They had all to do in this game. They were reduced to 10 men inside the first 30 minutes. And it was a brilliant performance. Scored 1 goal in the first half and then 7. A goal in the first half after having been reduced to 10 men, and then 7 strikes in the second set of 45. What a performance. This is a brilliant hat-trick for Joel. It's been one dominant performance from the boys in red, and Himachal Pradesh had no answers whatsoever for the entirety of the game. Have hardly had a chance or a shot on target. Had to do a lot of defensive work, but on the day, Mizoram, a very clinical professional performance by this side in a brilliant group. An agony for one side, but ecstasy for the other. And those pictures tells the story. And a pretty happy bunch, and why they shouldn't be. So it was Meghalaya, SAI, Delhi, and Mizoram have joined them. And this competition has been producing some fantastic games right through the month of April and into the month of May, and we aren't done as yet. There will be games coming in left, right, and center. But for the moment, Mizoram 8, Himachal Pradesh 0 in match number 51. Beg your pardon. That's been my time here in the commentary box. This is Junaid Ahmed signing off for the moment.